Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? We should be live any second. There we go. We put this on some high definition. We're all set. I'm going to put up the contracts to watch. There we get going. Let's see who finds me. They're finding me already. Okay. Today, let's see. Tesla. ESLA. I just looked at Tesla. It is at call. Will be 20750 would be the contract on Tesla on call, and your put would be 205. Okay, now you got SPX. Your call contract would be, let's take a quick look. Where are we? Okay, call contract would be 4220, 4215. 4220 is 4220, and put would be 4215. Okay. Whoops. Question. SPY will be 422. Call 422. Boy, I can't believe how high this is. And the put will be, come on, will be 421. Okay, there's your contracts. All right. Let me just announce in Deck's room that Active Trader is live now. I was waiting for Deck to get off. I didn't think he'd ever leave. So, and the longer he stayed, the more money he lost today. I can't believe him. I don't know what he's doing, why he's doing it. Okay, but I called him on the carpet, but he gave Rainbow Benz. He goes, Rainbow Benz wasn't even in the room. It was me who put that out there. I thought you said $2,500 loss, but it is what it is. Okay, real quick, let me just put a few announcements in the other rooms real quick. All right, for people who are still watching, let's see. At Don's room, they park there. They don't go anywhere. Let's put that out there real quick. Let's get this OPT. Boom, boom, got that. It's Don's room. Let's put out 8K's room. Is he still in there? He is. Okay. And let's do this. Let's see what else do we got. What are the lobbies? Nobody's heard from. I ask every day. Juan Trades, was he in? Because he's up there on top. So I wonder. Juan, we miss you. That was me. See, I'm the last person who, put something in there. So, all right. I don't know where he is. I gotta check with Deck. Somebody's gotta call him. Make sure he's all right. That's just sad. Everybody else is gone today. All right. Okay. We're all set. Boom. Deck's back in there. There we go. Make sure all the volume is down. Okay. All right. So right now, watching Teslas in a channel. It's got 206, 89 high of the day, but 206 is the resistance, I think, about right now. I'm still waiting for my new cord, so it's in the mail. The guy sent it out, so I think it might be here Friday, which means I'll be set up for next week. I hope. SPY 421.85 high of the day just recently, and that puts us at about 422 resistance. Let me see what I got here. Let me see. I gotta put the hand back up there. I'll put some trend lines in there. 422. Okay. So you can see from 422, let's do this. Boom. I'm going to say about here. It's the low of the day. Boom. And 422 or 421.85. 421.85. Boom. There you go. Huh, why do I get a second line in there? There you go, 421.85. Let's get rid of, cancel the left. It's gone. Where'd it go? It's right there. Actually, there's a low here. It's even lower. Let's take it from there. So let's adjust that and bring it over here. It'll be easier too. Okay, there's one. Boom, boom, boom. And let's activate this. Oh shoot, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. We'll do it like about there. All right, perfect. Okay, and now we're going to take the bottom and let's see if we can see that. I may have to do it from here to 13, right there. Right there. And then you'll see the squeeze. And let's get rid of the left. Cancel left extension right from there. Activate it. Okay, like that. There we go. And you can see we're squeezing up. So you can see here, we're still squeezing. We've been squeezing up all day. And you can see from here, from the bottom, we're still squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. So let's just see where that's going to bring us. And we're in a channel. And our channel right now, let's bring this back. What did we say? We had 422, which we should hit today at the rate we're going. And then here, I think I have it at 420.50 is too low. I'm going to bring that up to 421. And that'll put us in a dollar channel right there. All right. And nowhere for an active step at this point. And I got it on 3 minutes. So let's keep an eye on that and see where it's going to take us. How does that sound? Okay. And any other stocks? Let me go quick look at the scanners on my here. Pull up my scanner for now. Excuse me. I got so much work to do in my other room. Trying to get merchandise out. I sold a pair of skis this morning. Started my month off good for eBay. All right, TRKA 278 to 384, pull back to 360. That's the number one stock today. TRKA. Then we got this one here. Opened to 544. That's UCAR, the one that's taking deck. And you know, it's so funny when he had us all vote on it. I really wasn't watching, but I took a look at the chart setup, and without even knowing what was going on, I voted on a spike, and most of you voted on crack, and I was right. And really, what you need to do is you need to learn to look at your charts and see where it's taking you, not where you want it to take you, where you think it should go. Okay. VMAR, not doing anything. You see, let's see. Here's another one. UPST. Another one that's gone up quite a bit. UPST. There's some light here. Okay. UPST. I already have, let's see, UCAR. I'm just adding a few of these to my list. TRKA. I don't know if anybody was watching that. TRKA. Any others? SPRC. That's not enough. 40 cents, not enough. 640, 650. That's about it for right now. Looking at the. Okay, so let's take my Tesla for a second. I'm going to put that on link. And then I'm going to take my top one and I'm going to link it red here. Okay, come on. Put my watch list back up, and then I can take a look from highest. Let's put that there. Let's see if we can move this over. There we go. Come on. I don't like the way it's moving. Let's move from here. Okay, that's good. Hmm. 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 Okay. And we have the highest here. So TRKA, so I want to see what it looks like. As you can see, it started off early this morning at about 246, went up to 384. Not too long ago, 1203. It's pulled back, but it's still trying. This is a stock you may want to keep an eye on. I don't have it up on my list. I can bring it up and give you the statistics on it. Let's see. I want to move that over to there. Let's change positions. Is that me? No, that's not me. That's where am I? I'm not even in here. That's nice. Shit. I hope you can see me. Okay, there we go. This way I can watch the room at the same time. Okay, I wanted to look at TRKA. TRKA. Troika Media. Let's just see real quick. This is still worth keeping an eye on. It's got a float of 300. It's a big float. 374 million. That's pretty large. Probably why we weren't looking at it, but it did move. And it's got 76 million average, but only 3 million in volume. Why would it even move then? Ask yourself. That's very strange. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that one. All right, what's the other one? I lost it again. Why did it go off? But I keep an eye on this. I may have lost you guys and not know it. Hold on. Yeah, I still got you. Okay. What was the other one? I keep losing it on one of my computers. The other one was UCAR. We already know. And what was the other one? Wild Upset. This one here. Also another one went up big time, about $6, $5.80, and slight pullback. RKR still moving up slowly. But just some of the things that I'm watching. LL. What's LL? Flooring. Easy to borrow. 66 on the RSI. What's high on 96 on TRKI? Very high on that. Will eventually come down. So if you can watch this, if it starts pulling back, you might want to jump in. If we put RSIs to the top, let's see. Come on. No, come on. That's 20. There we go. 20. I want high. 96.75 NVIDIA. So TRK may be worth watching because of the RSI, but it's not shortable on Ameritrade. Okay, let's go back to the SPY. I've looked at the stocks, and I just want to take one more look at what Finviz might be saying. This up here, and Finviz. There we go. Finviz. Okay. I can't wait to get that cord in. I don't have to keep looking up like this, and I can just put Tesla up there. Look at it once in a while. All right, you can see for the day, the markets are strong, probably because of the debt ceiling. 209, 150 on the Nasdaq. That's big time, and 38 on S&Ps, which is also big time for that. You can see we are very green today, and UCAR LE. LE, you can see looks good. WLDS, QBTS, they all look good at this point. Not this one. LAES, not really, and Chewy. I love Chewy, great company, but it looks like it pulled back already. LE, and QBTS. LE and QBTS. So we might want to put LE in here, and I may want to put QBTS. And then tomorrow or later, if it doesn't ends up on the bottom here, when I do percentages high, like this, boom. If they end up at the bottom like this one, it's easy to borrow, 66. I might get rid of it tomorrow. Very, very low. It's SPX. They have very, very low volume, like LE. Okay, but easy to borrow another one. So I'll keep an eye on those. And there we go. Back to the chart. And we're back on the SPY. And you can see we're in the channel, still in the same place where I left it. Any questions? All right, let's have a nice day. Now, tomorrow I won't be there with Deck in the morning. I got to get up early. I'm going for blood tests tomorrow. And we'll see if I have any other doctor appointments. I know I have a bunch coming up because I got to go for a colonoscopy. My Cologuard came back positive, which is not good. And that could be a real pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Calendar. Tomorrow, Quest Diagnostics. And then I have Dr. Burrows on the 15th. And the 14th is Flag Day. And the 23rd, I have, that's the doctor for the ass doctor. I'll be seeing him on the 23rd. Okay, we're good. I'm good. Okay, wow. I haven't called any alerts today. I did come in late only because I was waiting for Deck to finish. And I wish he would have left at about 10 after 11. And there was a time, and I know a lot of you felt the same way. He was up about, he was down 10 grand, but he got back up about $4,000 on UCAR, and he didn't take it. And to me, that just does not make sense. Waiting for the big crack, getting greedy, waiting for the big one, then you lose everything. And I'm sure a few of you probably felt the same way and were probably sitting there in the cheering committee saying, take it, just take it. If it goes back up, you can always buy back in again, blah, 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 you know. So I think that, I think personally he made a mistake there, but I don't have his money. I used to when I was younger, when I owned 2 pawn shops, but I don't anymore. So let's see. He's not listening to me. I can say what I want. Okay. Who's in here anyway? Nobody. That's not true. 31 people are in here listening to my Babel. The Tower of Babel. Anybody know what the Tower of Babel is? Are you all having a good day? Anybody do any trading today? Just a few weeks away from this new software. I can't wait. And I'll refund my account and do some trades. But I think I'm going to keep it small and teach you guys the right way. Not show off, you know, no showboating on this side. Okay. You can see that we're still in this channel, and we're come out. So we're more in a parallel, unless, and I'm going to leave it. I could do another active step. If I did, it would look something like this, but I don't know at this point if that's the right thing to do. We got a high of 921.86. 85. It would look something like this. But you see, it's such consolidation that it looks like it wants to actually, let's see, let's remove the left. It looks like it wants to squeeze here, but we're in consolidation. So it's not that it can squeeze up or down. We got to just wait and see what's happening and watch the volume. And right now, I'm willing to bet the volume is very low. Okay, why can't I move this? I know why. Let's take that out. There you go. That moved it. Here we go. There, come on. Yeah. All right. I wanted to watch my volume. So we got, wow, 219. It's on 3 minutes. Let's go back to the 1 minute for a second. Okay. And you see it's going down. It's pulling back. Now let's take this off here. Let's bring this and let's remove cancel write extension. Where is it at? Activate. So we'll bring it down to right there at the high. Got it. Well, that was perfect. Come on. There you go. And let's get this one. See if we can get this one perfect. Activate. Okay. It's a little high, but maybe it'll cover it. Yeah, it's a little bit high, but it's all right. And here's our upper VWAP plot right there. So if we were going to have a run, we'd be looking at about 422.50. All right. Now at this point, we're very bullish because we are above the VWAP. And but right now, like I said, we're in consolidation. So we have about 421. Let's move this up. Let's edit this a little bit, tweak it to 25. All right, so we got 421.25, and then we're looking for 422, but we know that we have we had a lot of resistance right there at 85. So now you can see it the way it really looks. All right, let's see something. Let's do one more thing. I want to activate that. I want to bring that down just a little bit. All right, 88's good. It's really 86, but it looks close enough for my eye. And you can see it's starting to move up a little bit. So here we are right there. It's almost like a straight line. So it's like we could use the resistance line at this point. And we're at the top of the channel at this point. Okay, waiting to see what's going to happen. Now, if I go and I check, let's see, if I go and I check today, you'll see that it's actually not too bad. We have 43 million shares traded. We have 88.7, that's about 13.7 times, let's see, 9, 10, 30, 11, 12, 30 is 3.5. So if we took 13.7 times 3.5, gives us 47. We're right above. So we are 10, 30, 11, 12, yeah, 2.5. All right, 47. So we're really a little bit above average for at this point up till the, let's say, 1 o'clock. We're slightly above. 42 would have been average, 42 million. We're at 47. So we are just slightly above average. All right. And that's probably due to this morning. We also had we just got some news right here, which brought it back down. What does it say? It says, U.S. stocks rebound, dollar and treasury yields decline as traders releases Fed policy and welcomes House approval. Welcome House approval of debt ceiling bill. So you have, it's not that it's so exciting, but it's at the point that there's a bill. Let's see what's going to happen here. Anybody have any questions? Right now we're in a standstill waiting period. There's nothing we can do but wait. It's a little slow. We're just in consolidation at this point. All right. Let's see, clear please. Anybody in any trades? I would, unless you think it's going to run, I'm going to call, but if you do, then I would have about a 5% stop loss. What's the price of the contract at this point is, let me take a quick look. Well, you do an SPX, it's around $3. Let me see if those contracts are right. 42.15, yep, 42.15 and 42.20. About $5 on the call, 5% would be 25 cents. 5 contracts would be 125 maximum loss. On the other one, you're gonna have about 7.5% on the put. That would be about 21 cents. 5 contracts would be about $100 and $105 maximum loss. All right, you all get that? How to figure that out in your head? It's consolidating along, waiting for that push. Which way? Which way is it gonna go? Which way? I don't think I can do, see if I can do high definition on this one. I don't think so. It lit up high definition. Maybe I do have high def. I think I'm getting better quality with 720 on this computer. I don't know, it's really close. But I got high definition on the one you're seeing, so that's a good thing. It's always good. If you got high def, you should be able to see the chart very clear. Do you see that clearly, folks? Let me look at this computer. I can't get any of you to answer me. Oh, Saint. Tough morning. Tough. Well, yeah, it was tough to watch. You know, it is. It was. Somebody wrote me, it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch that, and it's not the first day this week that he's done that, and I don't get it. It's like, I really, you know what? I wish he would use the active steps because sometimes charting is everything, and he's using a different charting system, which is a daily one-way chart, and that's it. And you see what I do. I chart it out with active steps in there. All right, well, nothing's happening right now. I'm going to go to 2 minute. All right, I'll push this up a little bit, keeping an eye on this. We're just, where you see, we went up, went up, went up, went up, consolidation. And that's it. So we're talking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 times 2 is 40. Last 40 minutes we've been in consolidation pretty much. Yeah. I just wish he would use those active steps. I'm going to have to call him up and smack him around a little and spank him. You know. I spoke to somebody last night. He used to be, what was his name here? What was his name? Cliff. Cliff was one of the original here way before I got here. I met him here. He's in his late 30s, getting married finally. Great guy. And let's see, what's his trading name? Trying to figure it out. C Money. That's it. C Money. I don't know if anybody remembers C Money. But he wouldn't let me off the phone last night. I kept asking him, "Have you been drinking?" He sounded like he was a little drunk. He said, "No, he wasn't drinking." We were on the phone last night for like, oof, I don't know. It was a long time. I don't know if I saved the call. Here it is, Cliff. How long were we on that call last night? Let's see, view more. Sent. Doesn't say. Wow, that's weird. Here's the call. 7 o'clock last night. I don't think I made 2 pizzas while I was talking to him. I made the doughs and everything. 23rd. I may have taken last night's out yesterday. Why does it show me the call? That's really strange. 2 more. Go. Yesterday, 8:18 we got off. So when the call came in, 7:27. So we were on almost an hour. That's a long time. It's 10:22, 7:21, 7:07, 7:07. So we were on over an hour. Just he wouldn't let me go. I finally said, "I gotta go. I gotta go." He goes, "I love you, man. I don't want to let you go." He goes, "He's just like talking to you." He goes, "He's just like, it's like you're so uppity. You just like make everything." I forgot the word he used. It was nice. Okay. So we talked and talked and talked. He needed someone to talk to. He's a great guy. He's in the video. If anybody saw the video from Decmar Trades back in the seminar he did in New York City, it was back I think May in 2019. Well, there's a guy. He looks like a Marine. He's got a Marine haircut, and he walks outside and he's talking outside the buildings, and then he comes back and he talked inside too. That's C Money. He was here before I got here. We're like so different. I'm the hippie. He's the straight-laced dude, I was the guy that got stoned and got crazy and got stupid, was a bad boy. He was just like totally the opposite, and became best of friends. Go figure. We're still good friends to this day. I mean, I'm twice his age. But people talk to me on the phone. They don't see the old man. They see this young guy with so much energy, and I have a lot of energy. He's a great golfer, this guy. He says he wants to golf with Deck, and he's mad because Deck never called him back. I go, Deck's got 100 things on his mind, and you got 5 things on your mind. Follow up. Just tell him, hey, when are you going golfing? I really want to golf with you, and I'm going to teach you a few things because he thinks he's gonna like Deck can golf, but he can't golf like this guy. This guy is like he shoots in the high 60s, early 70s, which is semi-pro. So he's really good, he says. But he said, I told him I can't go because of my back. I swing a club, I might throw myself out. I can't do that. I'd love to go. I'll drive the golf cart around, make goofy things like, be a comedian. He said, just to have me around, he'd love to have me golf with him. I go, okay, but I can't golf. It's not that I don't want to, or that I can't. It's just that one swing, it's like the last time I went bowling, I took my kids, they were still young, and I picked the ball up and I threw almost a strike. but it took my back out. I didn't. That was the first and last of the day. I love bowling, and I know how to bowl too. I used to bowl in the 200s, but I just like I can't do it anymore. You know, it's like suicide for me. All right, what's going on here? I swear it's so quiet I can't take it. How's my volume? Good? Everything good? See me all right? You know what I did forget to do? Let me just do this real quick. Forgot to say hello to the YouTubers. Hello, YouTubers. YouTube. Let me open that up. Just say hello to these fine folks in here. Okay, there we go. YouTubers. They always seem to find me anyway. Let's see what I got here. 720. Give myself a hands up. I got 686. Got the same amount of people in both. That's funny in YouTube as I do in Tradecaster. They caught up to each other. So I just want to shout out and say hi. There's 11 people watching right now. Just remember, give me a hand. Somebody else gave me a hands up. If you like what you hear, we're still free. Still free. Let's see yesterday's videos. Looking at my videos. I can't believe I've already got 178 videos. Anybody wants to go back and look at some of them. Just if you do, you know what? Let's see. Go look at the ones that have 500 and more. There's some great lessons in some of those. There really is. In fact, there's one I really want to go back and watch myself. It was back in November of last year. If I could tell you the date, it was, let's see, 1 month ago, 260, on 600. It's 2 months ago. What happened here? Why isn't it going? Line. Back to the home page. That's weird. Why isn't it going back? Should go back months. 2 months. There we go. December, January, February, March, April, May. So it'll be about 6 months ago. So 3. There was a video. I just never forgot that day. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that was me. You know what I mean? I just was, I went blah, 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 and it was a great lesson. Here's one. 559 6 months ago. That one there. There's another one 6 months ago. 350. No, I could have sworn it had over 1,000 views. Here's another one, 589, 6 months. That particular one had about 6. Unless they took it. Here it is. Here it is. This got to be this one right here. And there's another one with 771. If they have that many, there's a reason. They got to be really good. Something I said or did that day brought so many people in. So just to show you, had over 1,000 views. Anybody wants to go back in time and watch that one, there's one. You can go find the rest of them. But anyone that has a lot of views may be worth watching. Good lessons on how to pick the right contracts, or, you know. I didn't do the active step back then. Not yet. I only came up with that a couple months ago. I stick with it. It works. It works. You know, and I like the fact you can put it in, you can take it out when it's needed or not needed. So it's pretty cool for people who don't know, and they look and they go, like, this is where I'm at now. I went to the bathroom, I came back, and this is where I left here while it was just about finishing, and look at it now. And you can see we are in consolidation. There's nothing to do. You should be sitting on your hands waiting to see. We're waiting for a pullback for it to take off, truthfully. So here's a little pullback right there. All right. Always get a little pullback, then spring forward. And that'll put us right now. We're looking at, I think I put it at 421.25. It should have popped up. 421.25. There it is. And then we got 421.85, which is our high of the day. So that just gives us 60 cents, and we're a little less. And there's the pullback to there. We want to see. So we're just under the 13, but remember, we're still very bullish at this point, because we're above the VWAP, and we're just at the 13. So if I was going to call, I haven't called anything yet. Maybe that's why it hasn't moved. 420, 50, 55. All right, let's see. Since I haven't called anything at this point. Edit. Upper target. As long as we're above, it's worth calling. upper target, good possibility 422.55. Show it on the right, broken line, and let's do this and put it into getting chest pains right now. I don't know why. So I'm looking up. I'm not used to it. Okay, if we're gonna get that rush a little bit later, I say it'll run to the upper VWAP plot as it did here. If you see, it ran up to the VWAP plot this morning and it followed it up all the way. So there's a chance, let's see. You see, we had that fake out down, came up to the upper, came back down, bounced off the VWAP, came up above the upper VWAP plot, and from there, it pretty much followed it all the ways up to where we are now. When we hit a high where it just touched it, and we pulled back, and we've been in consolidation. And being that we're bullish, okay, I could see for some reason that we get a spike, and that spike could bring us up to there. Now, if not, then we're going to have a pullback. We'll probably be somewhere above. We're probably looking about 420.50, which would bring us about right over there. Where is that? 420.60. That would be your pullback, if anything. But right now, I still think we have a better chance of going up than we do going down. Does everybody feel the same way? Agree with that? Feel differently? How do you feel about that? I don't want to take a vote because it's not really worth voting on, but I just want to get an idea what you're thinking. Or not. Okay. It's always nice talking to you guys. Thanks, Spike Proby. Give me some insight. If it hits, you're going to go, this freaking guy's amazing. I'll say this guy's freaking amazing. Not sure. I feel like we've reached the top. Top of what? Mount Sinai? Top? I don't know about the top. There is no top. The top is back to 485. Where we were about when Trump was president, you know? Ugh. My freaking wife ate the last 2 pieces of pizza last night. But I got 2 more pies ready to go. One's going to go in the freezer. One's going to get made tonight. About getting some July. I don't, you know, you're asking the wrong one, Don Trader. I am a, what do you call it? QQQ. SQQQ. I don't know what you're talking about. QQQQ, SQQQ, or TQQQ. I'm not a swing trader, and I don't do long distance trading. The biggest money is made right at the moment in the day. Okay, if you got that much money, God bless you, that you can just let it sit and go long distance, then that's fine. I can't do that. I can't give you advice on it either. I just don't know because I don't watch it that way. So I'd rather be honest with you. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to lie. I always tell you, don't even swing trade. And if you're new here, you don't want to be doing long distance right now. We're learning how to become eagle scalpers, how to really look and say, where is this thing going right now? Look what's happening here now, okay? We hit a nice high, 421.85. We pulled back a little bit. Here's a little pullback there, bottom shadow, which means reversal. We came back up again. We're coming back down. Look what it's doing. It's trying to push. So just like I said, we could get a quick push at, it's 115, maybe by 130. Coming up, we could get a quick push up. And remember, we're bullish. We're still bullish. So until I see anything that shows me different, I still thinking positive at this point. And we're above the 13 now. Do you see what I'm looking at? But as far as Q, and I don't know which stock, if you're talking about QQQ, because you got the wrong symbol up there, okay? But let's see, dollar QQQ, that's Invesco. I don't know. I look at SQQQ and TQQQ. I don't know what Invesco is. Invesco is a trust. Does about 57 million average. Is doing half that. Best stocks to buy now. Stock market news, investing. You know, all the Qs are good. You know, if you get the right direction. I'm assuming that the QQQ goes with with the, yeah, I know what it is, but I'm assuming that the QQQ goes with the SPY. So whatever way the SPY goes, QQQ is going to go. Just like SQQQ. So you got TQQQ that goes against it, and SQQQ goes with it. I believe that I got it right. I always do just the opposite, but I think that's correct. Right now we're trying to push. So we've got a lot of resistance here at 421.70 to 75. It's trying to push. If we can get above 421.75, we've got a good chance of seeing 422 right now. So let's see what happens here. Good, you took that other one out? No, you didn't. Yeah, NASDAQ. They're trusts. They're all trusts. But I don't really watch long. I'm 69 years old, you know what I mean? So I don't really look at long term anymore. Don't have that kind of money anymore. It's in my condo. Paid for. No mortgage. Can you say that? Is your house paid for? You know how much interest you pay on your house over 20-year mortgage, 25-year mortgage, 30-year mortgage? Pay off your house. There's your long term. Is real estate ever going to get cheaper? But on the other hand, the average person lives in a house 5 years. I'm in this one 23 years, this condo. I was 50 years old when I came here. 50? Wait a second. 60? No, I was younger. I was 47. Yeah, because I'm here at 40. Actually, I bought it at 46. I was 46. That's 22. I bought it in 2000, so actually it's 23. I was 45. I remember I bought it in August of that year. Wow, time just flew. Just flew. Your life flies by. The next thing you know, I'll be dead. And you'll be looking for another active trader. You know what happens after I expire or whatever? The active trader becomes the inactive trader. Inactive. Come on, Proby, you're 15, 16 years old, man. Come on. I've got 60, 50 years on you. You got your whole life. I don't. But that's okay. I had a good life, man. I saw all those people in concert, you know what I mean? I saw Led Zeppelin in 1970 get up in the Madison Square Garden and do Stairway to Heaven. I watched Duane Allman get up there and do, you know, In Memory of Elizabeth Reed. I mean, I've seen things that you can't even think about. You just don't understand. You get all this mechanical bullshit. You listen to Deck in the morning, and you think that's music. Oh my God, it's disgusting. At least one thing about AK, he's halfway there to real music. You know, he knows some really good music. Deck, I don't know about sometimes. I just don't. I don't. I thought I asked him once. He told me he plays a little guitar, but it's like I can just imagine what he plays. Do 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 do. Rock and roll hoochie coo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey Dazzle, I just saw you're in the room. We're gonna go hiking. He owes me a hike. She's so cute. I've seen pictures. Dazzle looks good. Okay. She's at work. I gotta be quiet. I don't want the boss to hear. Look how dead it is. I can't take this. Need some action. Another 10 minutes. Let's see. It's very, look at the time in sales. It's moving. Look at the time in sales. So it is moving. I mean, you see there's 54,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. But you see here, you got 107, little red one. 179, that's on 2 minutes. 179 again. 79, that's below average, half. Here it goes. What did I tell you? It's trying. What did I tell you, folks? This thing is trying to go up. See? And that's, why do I know this? Because I know because I look at my chart. My chart tells me a whole story. Activate that. I want to see this push. It looks like it's going to squeeze soon. It wants to. We're going to get a few more pullbacks first. So we get closer to 130. Boom. We're sitting right on resistance with the top line too. I hope so. My legacy. What is my legacy? I got 4 sons. I've got 20 grandkids total with my wife. 4 of my own. The rest are all his. They're Italian, you know. They're like rabbits. They just keep multiplying. Like rabbits. Wow, I just cannot believe how quiet it is. I almost didn't come in today. I didn't. I got a lot to do around the house. I've been doing so much on my eBay. I got 203 items. I sold another one. I sold these skates this morning. These skis. Beautiful skis. I sold some skis. We've been skiing. Let's see. 202. Mm-hmm. Let's see the other stock. QQ. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that. I'm going to take that off of here. And TRKA, it's not doing much. It's only up. It's going back down about 76 cents. Not going to watch that one. And UCAR. Dexter, that hung in there. It just went down from $7 back up to 8 something. Wow. That thing went down and then came back up. Yeah, it did. I think it's going to come back down. I think he should have probably stuck it out. But that's a game of hope. That thing's going to end up back around probably about 750. I don't know where he was in. And just look at the, if you look, oh, look at that. New high a day. I turn around for 1 second. But I told you guys, I told you we're going for a new high. See, there we go. There we go. It's still a lot of resistance at 85. But I think that's where I have it right now. Is at 85. Where do I got this? 85. There it is, 94. See it? New high. That's the high of the day. Wow. I said we hit a new high. If it takes off, we'll hit my upper target. What's my low of the day? Low of the day is, let's see, hold on. 431. Let's see what my SPY. Yeah. 421.94. 416.79. 416.79. Let's see. Let's go to 5 minute. Okay. 416.79. I want to get an idea. Okay. 416.79. Where the heck was that at? Pre-market? Oh, right there. That's good enough. I was 1 off on the other one. $425.14. That would be your maximum. So you take, and 421.95 is your high right there. You take 421 and 425. That gives you 6, 7, 7. What? 710 would be 355. So 423.55. That would be your average there. Okay, 423.55. I got to remember that. Move the drawing. 23.55. There's your pullback. 423. Got to hit that high day. I mean, we hit the high day. Got to hit that. What do you call it? Upper and lower view arms tells us from past history where it goes and where it shoots for. So we see a lot of times that they're plots, and that's where the stock will plot to go. So great tool, it really is. It shows an overbought level is plotted a specified number of standard deviations above the VWAP, and the lower band oversold, just the opposite. Okay, so what do the upper and lower bands mean? I'm just going to give you a definition you can understand. There's actually a whole volume weighted average system, but where the size of the volume is traded at that price, we have standard deviation. I'm going to put it in here so you understand it on a different level. I just use it as a plot area where it just seems to go, and it does. Where size is the volume traded at the price I, the VWAP plot is accomplished by two bands serving as overbought and oversold, pretty much like an RSI in a way for the VWAP. Okay, it's overbought, oversold, but we've seen many times where it's shot right through. Okay, shot right through, and then you can take into, well, SPY doesn't have a VWAP, it doesn't have an RSI itself. I don't believe there's an RSI for the SPY. Actually, yeah, there is. It's 60 right now, which is low. 60. I didn't realize there was. That's right, I forgot. So there is. Anything over, let's say 75 or 70 would be overbought, and then anything under 30 would be oversold. So but we use it to see if you go back in time and you go back every single day and you go look and you look and you look, you'll see there's a fake out down, and then it usually ends up coming right back up to the top. So if you can buy down here on any given day, go to the day before. See, we started the opposite. That one went to the top. When it went to the top, do the put. Wait for the bottom. There it is, right there. Even though it came back up and went even lower, that would be our bottom here. You see, it traveled along the VWAP. That's yesterday, and you can go back each day. I have to go back 5 days to show you. And this is what I look for. This is the setup that I'm talking about. There's a fake up, came down, all right, and then it came back up, upper VWAP, down to the VWAP, bounced off, back to the upper VWAP. This day it just followed along, and now we're trying to push up. We got a new high of the day, and there's your pullback. So we can hold 421.50. We're good. What did we hit low? We hit lower than that. We hit 34.35. But right now we try to see if we can hold 421.50. If we can, and we get more volume to move in, we will see this go back up and hit 422. And depending on what's going on in the news is going to determine whether it goes up or down. And the SPY's been climbing. All right. Remember, we were down to 396, 397. We had a low for the year of last year. I think it was 348.11. Okay. That was incredible to see it go that low after being so high for so long. But it only takes a person like Joe Biden and his administration to destroy America very quickly, and they're doing a great job. It's like their pleasure to do this. I have no understanding of what they're doing or why. Trend line. Pull back, spring forward. See that brown arrow on top? You have to go find out what those arrows mean. Some of you still have the program. You have the. You won't find that in the TTM Scalper Alert, only with the Pro edition. You'll see the brown arrow right there. See it? There's black arrows in here too. There might be a black one hidden somewhere. I don't know where it is. There's one, right? No, is that? No, that's not one. Sometimes you'll see them, the black. You got black, red. There's about 4 different colors on the upper and lower arrows. That got scared. You don't want to play with that U-car. It gave him a spanking. I wouldn't play with it. If I did, I told you. You have to go take a look at U-car here. And you see, here's the problem with U-car. The RSI is very low. That's the problem with it. So how much lower is it going to come back down? It's such a, I don't know, what was it, 7 million? It was 7 million. I think it was 7 million. Let me just take a quick look, you go back to statistics, and it was yeah, 7.15 million. So, and right now today, it's got an average volume of 2.9. It's got 104 million today. That's what made it move. Okay, was the amount of volume. So the question is, if it opened previous close at 311, it opened to 5. Right now, it's sitting at 890. Where will it come back? I said 750. I think it'll end up. You can go check at the end of the day and see if we come back to about 750 or by tomorrow morning by 750. If that case and he held, he'd probably make money. I don't remember where he got in. Let me see if I can find the meaning of those arrows. Here we go. Squeeze Pro. It's not it. I'm trying to find the definition. Squeeze Pro signals. There we go. Orange, high compression. Black, low compression. Red is mid compression. Those are squeeze arrow indicators. Red, orange. Orange, that must be the orange up there. It says low. Let's see. Just to give you guys, let me see if I can get this in here. This is for Squeeze Pro. Oh, that's for the bottom. That doesn't really tell me. Those are the arrow indicators on the bottom. Or is that the top? It must be the top. All right, let's see if I got it before I close it. Here we go. There's the arrows. I know it's a lot of information. Orange is high compression squeeze arrow in case there's a change in the state of the squeeze. 3 trigger bars back, including current bar. But I think they're talking in here. Where is that? I think they're talking in here, not in here. I don't know if those are the arrows, because there's no arrows down here, only dots. So that's just Squeeze Pro, and it is talking about the squeeze. Well, I didn't get the whole thing in there. But those are the arrows on top. You got white, red, and orange. We've got orange, black. I told you there's a black one, and black. What's the third one? Showing the third one? There it is, red. All right, so red. Right. They're not showing the white one because probably the white one only comes with the regular TTM. It doesn't come with the Pro. So they're going by the Pro program. It's a great program when you know how to use it, really. And there's so much more than I can even explain. I just haven't really taken the time. I use it like a MACD, really. And the dots here. Very important to learn what these dots mean. Okay, so we're not holding that 50. It's pulling back, but we're still above that support. So as long as we stay there, we're still in that same channel at the moment. Okay, I'm going to take that out of there. What I'll do is try to find where this is coming from. It's too much information on one board. Okay. You use the arrows when it comes to making your own plays. I don't use the arrows as much. I mean, I do, the white arrows, but just remember, all these arrows are usually delayed 1 to 2. So you have to say to yourself, a lot of the times, if you 1, 2, would you still make money? Yes. Here, 1, 2. If you still were going up, yeah, you would. Same thing here. So most of the time, these arrows will pay off if you know how to use them. Sometimes you'll see them start blinking and they're not in fully yet. That's right before the second candlestick. It's a good signal if you're watching carefully to jump in, especially on a 1 minute. I find them to be a little bit more accurate on the 1 minute. So if I take this and I push this up here, so I get more of direction. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we got here. See, you see the other colors disappeared. So the other colors only come in. That's good. That's interesting. You got there's a black. You see the black one right there? There's a black one. So they changed on the 1 minute. I think there may be a black here too, right there, because it's touching. You see that? It's touching the red. So there's blacks in here also on 1 minute. Then if you go to 2 minute, you'll see some of them will change. There's your brown. See, you have a white, a red, a brown, and then there's a black in here. You got to be able to spot them. The black's hard because I keep my background color. If I really wanted to make it easier, I could go into here. I could go into appearance. I could go to my, not my grid, color symbol ticks. Is that background color based on the slot? I can go in here and let's say make this lighter. I think that's it. Let's see. That gives me my bar lines. I don't know. I always keep it dark. I go bottom left. Real dark. I like everything dark. And that's why you can't see the black arrows. You can see everything else. Everything else. The charts look better. Okay. Stop playing with it. You're getting me dizzy. Dizzy, my head is... What the heck is that? Advertisement? Jeez. Look at that. It's better. 174, 156. The NASDAQ is strong today. That's pretty strong for the NASDAQ. And even the S&Ps, look at that, 3860. That's a lot of green. That's a lot of money today being circulated. If you're not using Finviz, great tool. Can't you modify the arrows so they are different color? Yeah, I think you can, but I wouldn't, because if you change them, you see here, that one popped up green. That's properties. Let's see, is that support? No, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Let's see. I went on the red one and it popped up green. Nope, there it is. Numerical. So I have inputs, outputs, show studies, plots, signals. I lost the color. The colors are gone. Black, red is a signal mod long, short, long. There it is. Signal long, short. This has got to be black, black. You can change them, but they gave them specific colors. So when you go online and you look it up, I would leave it the way the program has outlined it. I'm not playing with it. But yeah, you can do that like you do your candlesticks. You can change the color of a candlestick. All right, like this here. I like them sometimes. Open this up here. Oh, duty, I hate when that happens. All right, so I could come here, let's say, and go into here. And then I can go into appearance. And I can go to my candlestick. You know, it says fill down. All right, and I can go more, and I can say, well, maybe I like it more reddish. So I go boom, boom. And you see how red it got? Apply, okay. So now they're really red. I don't mind that. That's a good color. Some people like them orange, you know. Red, green, good green. I could have a little brighter green. Yeah, you can change all the stuff. I wish I could change on one of my computers this here and here. On this one down here on my Dell, it's so bright. It's beautiful. I love it. This monitor on top is not good that I'm looking at, which gives it to you. So I don't know what colors you're seeing on the other side. I have an idea because I can see it on another monitor of mine. But you can change your own. You can do all that. Whatever suits you. There's no right or wrong. Whatever's right for you, whatever floats your boat. I like everything dark, you know. You know, even when I'm looking at my room, okay. Let me see something real quick. Copy. Let's open up another room. If I was to show you what I'm looking at, paste. Let's see if it'll open. Okay, come on. Uh-oh. Okay, so if I want to show you right now what the room looks like, what I'm looking at in front of me, this is what I'm looking at. You see how dark everything is? This is what I'm looking at. There's my room. Everything is dark. I can make it light. I can just go up here and change this, go to a night mode, a day mode if I want it. But I used to use that first year. But then when he came out with this, I go, oh my God, that was so bad on your eyes. All right, but that gives you an idea, okay, what you can do and what you can't do. There was a time I didn't even know how to move all the stuff over. I didn't realize I could put any page I wanted in front of you. It took me a while to get the hang of this stuff. And now, you know, I'm good with a computer. I used to build computers. Live streaming is cool, you know. It is. I just can't wait till we get the instant. So like right now, if I look at the time, I'll bet you we're about 9 seconds. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. I put my finger up at 10 seconds. Right now, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There you go. 19. 9 seconds. So, and there's going to come a time I'm going to talk and you're going to hear me. Like in Dex Room with Webinito. Sometimes early in the morning in Dex Room on just YouTube, it's his system. He's got a very fast system. You know, mine is not necessarily as fast as him. I don't have a business setup here. And sometimes it's fast for me, and sometimes, depending on how many people in the area. I live in a condo with 9 floors, and depending on how many people are home and using it in my immediate area, or the building next door, I don't know what it's drawing. Right now, I'm going to take a quick look. I got to be over 100, or I'll lose my stream. It's slow right now. 150, 160, 180, 190, 200, 230, 280. Ooh, getting up there. 270, 280. I've hit as high as 279 right now is my speed. That's my microbytes per second. And my upload speed's slow. It's only 9 or 10. I've seen people at 80, which is real good. Real good. And it's important because even when you're going to click to buy a stock, okay, speed can be very important. It can be the difference of getting filled totally or getting filled partially. How many times did you go in and buy 500 shares and end up with 286? I'm just throwing a number out there, but you get my point. You didn't get totally filled, and then you didn't even realize it. You thought you did get filled. You didn't even look. So you went, and then you went to sell it, and the next thing you know, it's like, wait a second, something's wrong here. I just sold 500 shares, but now I'm short 200 and something, because if you send too many out and you're selling and it's a shortable stock, you just sold the position you're in and then shorted the difference. I've had that happen. To me. Luckily, I made money. Now I'm looking. Tesla just hit a red arrow going up. Tesla's going up 207.33, new high a day. Maybe we'll see a new high a day here for the SPY coming soon. Coming to a theater near you. Okay. Pulling back a little bit more. We have still held at 421.25 or better. We're still holding our support. Things I believe I did right this morning. Good entries. Planned each trade. Didn't hesitate. Things I did bad. So I overtraded. Let 2 to 4 trades go longer than I should. Yep. Which led to larger losses than needed. Locked in and studying now. You can only get better through resistance. Through resistance or consistency. You can only get better through consistency. Being more consistent at doing the right thing. That's the way I look at it. So, the one thing I don't get sometimes is when he does a trade and he goes, I still like the trade I was in, but he just lost 10 grand. How could you like the trade? I don't think it was a good trade. I beg to differ with him at times. But that's okay. That's what makes horse racing. He's still a better trader than I've ever been. No question about it. But he's got more, he's willing to take more chances than I am. The older you get, the less chances you take. I'm a more conservative type trader. I've done my share of big losses, and I've done my share of good gains. Right now, I can't even call it for you. You know what? I've only said we possibly, and it's dropped. You see, it was here at about, and we've dropped now at 420, 22.80. Now we're talking. It's see there. Look at the 50. It's right here. 50. Let's see. 50. Just a little lower. But that's where we were shooting for before. We're still in that channel, and the channel's getting tight. Let's see, remove trend 81. There you go. I took off that upper line. I just left this one here on the bottom. We still have the original one, which is here. So you see, if I extended it to the right, that's what it would look like. We're in a parallel right now is what we're in. So there's no squeeze. We're not looking at any squeeze. But that's why I did the step from here to here, but it's straight across. I don't need it. All I need to do is just utilize my, what do you call it? I still have it right to here. I'm just waiting for it to do something. I can put it back in or not. We're in a parallel at this moment, and we're in a consolidation. What's your biggest loss? 6,000 at one time. 6 grand. That's many years ago. It wasn't because I was following somebody and I didn't realize, like when I tell you if something goes here, only if it goes here, here, and here. I didn't see that if word, and I followed it, and I knew this guy was always right. He's no longer with us, but he was calling the shots 4 years ago, and he was good, and everybody was listening to him. And I came in late, and I didn't. I just jumped, and I didn't stop to say, "Let me look at the board. Let me look what's going on." I got greedy and went for it, and I lost big. And that happens. And that's why I learned from there on out that I'm going to trade what I think I should trade, not what other people. I may agree with other people, and I make calls here, and I give alerts that are usually correct. But the fact is, you must be your own trader. You must say, you know what, I believe Active Trader is right because he's doing this, this, and that, and he's been right before in the same instances. But that doesn't mean this one time I'll be wrong. I could be wrong. And if I am, and you go for it and you lose, whose mistake is it? Whose fault is it? Is it mine or is it yours? You have to learn to take responsibility for your own trading, no matter what. Okay? You try to, like look what would happen if you followed Deck this morning. You would have lost 10 grand. I don't follow Deck. I stopped following him years ago. I listen to him. I like his lessons. Okay, but I don't trade the way he trades. I don't have that. My style of trading is different than his. Okay, and I'm more of a scalper. All right, Nate Bear. What the heck is that? Nate Bear? Nate? I don't know what you're saying. Nate Bear. Right now, we're still bullish. But I don't know what you're saying. What is Nate Bear? Explain that, please. I don't know what it means. Help. Nate Bear. It's an art features cartoony with exaggerated features. His work has appeared in magazines, books. Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Nate Bear art. All right. Extraordinary Day in China. Illustrates a guy. Nate is totally a human illustrator for hire. He draws a computer and makes animated GIFs. Okay. Well, if you want to put it that way, the trader I thought you were talking about. No, I wasn't. But, no. But I know what it is now. It just hit me. Okay. But you know what? All I'm saying is you learn, like you watch me enough times and I call out enough alerts and I'm right 95% plus of the time, then you're going to follow what I alert. Okay? It's not like do as I say, not as I do, but I'm giving you good alerts. And there are times I'm not calling alerts right now because I'm waiting. The only thing I'm saying to you right now is that I see that since we're bullish, we're above the VWAP, we're above the 13, there's a good chance we can push up to 490, 422. If we get above 422, there's a good chance that they'll shoot for this mark right there, which now has gone up. I said 420 and I brought it back down. 422.55, I just brought it to 50, all right? So I'm saying if it gets past there, there's a good chance. There's your 420. I think it just for a second there. There it goes. There it goes. It wants to go. You feel it. As long as the volume will pull in, it'll do it, what it's supposed to. But it's been consolidating from right here at, what time is this? 12:20 to now we're at 12:20, 1:20, an hour and 30 minutes. It's been consolidating. So eventually it's going to do one of two things. It's going to go for it and it's going to go, or it's going to pull back really hard. So there's no way it's going to go down after such a consolidation. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it could do any of the above. That's why you need to have a tight stop loss just in case. All right. If you don't want to get pinned out, then put a 7% stop loss because your contract prices, the contracts haven't even changed. I don't even have to call a different contract right now because let's see, if my products was 415.20 before, look, there it is, 420, 4. Now it went up a little. It's 420, 425. All right. So it did change slightly. So let's go back to the contracts. Let's go back up there, and I'm going to get them back. At 531, no, it's 6-1. Here we go. Okay. This is 6-1. I'm going to take the contracts and let me see how much they've changed. I said it's now SPX is 420, 420 on the put and 425 on the call. It's gone up a little bit. The SPY itself is 422, still the same. And Tesla, let's see, that's the only other one, is 207.50 on the call. It's at 2740. It's just correct, 205. The only thing it trades was SPX. Okay, slightly went to the next contract. And there it is. Okay. So that's why I can see not much has really changed. The only thing that's changed is Tesla a little, because Tesla's moving up. It's still moving up. This is trying to move up, and it can't get past that point. There's so much resistance. I have it at 75. Let's see. What do I have it? 85? I think I had it at 85. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's put this back to here and put that there. Is 85. We still have, see, we have 94 is high, but this is where we're at right now is where we have all the resistance. Got to get past that. And it could shoot really quick and hard. Let's see. There's just not enough volume yet. That's why it's scary, because we want it to push. It looks like it's still going to push. There's nothing to pull it back unless we get some bad news. There hasn't been any real bad news. It's 152. We just had news at 48. It says White House outreach to Senate on debt ceiling vote continues. All right. Until we get the final answer, it's got to come very soon, right? They haven't got the full ceiling vote continues. So we don't have a deal yet. The deal has to be by when? Tomorrow? Is tomorrow the deadline? And then we default? I'm not sure. I don't remember because I don't watch the news anymore. When does debt ceiling, I think it's tomorrow, default. Let's see. 220, the debt ceiling was reached, a deal on January 19th, Secretary. Exhausted, in measures could be exhausted by June 1st. Ekman viewed the reducing the federal spending, increasing. What's the deadline for the debt ceiling? It's May 31st. House passes U.S. debt ceiling bill. So what? It's got to be signed now? How much is debt is in there? Can the debt ceiling be suspended? I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. There we go, 90. There we go, 90, 93, 95. Now we can say, and there's a new high day. There it is, 422. I was just going to change it to 422. That's exactly what I was doing. So far, I have been correct. All right? No matter what, I've been correct. I said it was going to go up. It's going up. If we get over 422 and stay there, next step is 422.25, and then they'll try to shoot for 422.50. Whether we get there or not is a whole different trip. Look at that. I've been right so far, right? I got to take a walk. Hold on. Right back. Got to move my legs. Okay. You know, all I can say is I've been right, but I can just as easily have been wrong. But how do I come to these conclusions? And that's by looking at the chart itself and looking where we're at, looking what's happening. And when you got this long of having, that's a long time to have consolidation. It really is. And it looks like they want to push it up. People, the traders want to push this up. Wow, my other thing shows me just walking away now. I can't believe how this one is so slow. This one on this side. My clock is probably off too. Let me see my clock. Adjust the clock. I put new batteries in there, but it's still sync. There we go. Now it's synced. Should be better. I can't. We just need some volume to start pouring in. Okay, what do we got? We have right now 48.7. And we're at 2 o'clock, right? Wow, I can't believe it already. It's 2. We just watched an hour go by. A second ago, it was like, is that correct? Yeah, wow. So we've got 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. I was just saying before, it was 3.5 hours. Now it's 4.5 hours. So 4.5 hours. So I got 4.5 times 13,000. 13.7 is 61.5 million. So right now, 61, we should be at 61. We're at 48. You see, before we were a little above, now we're a little below. Let me make sure that's correct. 60, 48, yeah. So we're back, we've come down a little. So the same thing happened yesterday. Remember, we were in the morning, we had a lot more volume than the average. And then we got to a certain time where it slowed down, and that's what's happening. That's why I expect to see a pullback soon. Maybe we hit the 422.02, and that's all she brings. Okay, I'd be careful. I don't play breakouts. You'll know if you know me. I never play breakouts. If I was going to play a breakout, I watch something hit 422, let's say 05, 06, 07. That's strong, and then it pulls back to about 490. Let's say 421.93, 94, 95. Then I'll play the breakout. So once it's got there and then it pulls back, the next time I'll go. It's almost like a halt. It comes out of a halt. I would go for it. But now it's weak. It's 422.02. That's the high. It's a new high. There's a slight pullback. I don't trust it. Okay? So you start going now and buying shares, and then all of a sudden it drops back to 422.78, 82, 83. That's, I'm just looking because of past experience what happens. So I don't want to get caught up in it. I will not play breakouts. I don't. And I think more times than none I'd be fine. It's different when you have a stock, let's say, that starts at $2-3 and the thing's up to 5, 6, 7 and it's moving, and you think you got a super mover or a supernova. Okay, that happens. You're going to get pullbacks. You'll get big pullbacks. You'll get 20, 30-cent pullbacks. You got to watch those. You're looking for a certain amount of retracement in a stock that's really moving steadily up. That's when you want to get in. You don't want to chase it up. You want to wait for a retracement. Every time you see retracement, that's why they make Fibonacci. Fibonacci tells you those retracements. So if you set up the chart, that's why I love, if you got a supernova, I wish I was as smart as I am now. Back 3 years ago when we had so many supernovas, I would have really set up more. I would have set up, look, there it goes. There's your 5, 6. Now it's starting to go. Right? You pulled back 95. There was your pullback, but it was weak. We still haven't gotten past 05, but we got a new high. 06, there it goes. 06. So we're starting to get it. It's slow because of the amount of 2 minute. We're only at we only hit 112,000 for 2 minutes. Is 60, 80 something, 88,000 is what do you call it? There's 11. Now we're good. Now there's a good chance we're gonna go. And now I might be right. See, there's 11, and I said 50. There's a good chance we could go for it, and I might be right. I've already said it would hit the highs, so I've been right most of the time. And I'm usually more right when I'm not trading. I'm more right for you guys than I am for me. Okay, so what do we got here? I'm still going to leave it at 422 for right now until we get up to about 20. What do you think? Any questions? Does it make sense? Am I doing right? Are you doing right? I never used my drop in my eye today. 420. Look at that pullback. I like the pullback. I remember I told you 80. I said 78 to 83. What did we get? Hold on. Oh, we're all the way down here. I gotta move this up. Okay. Let's see. How far did we get? 86, 86, 85. So we got back to 85. I said about 83. We got to 85. And now 82. There it is. Remember I told you before, I like to see a pullback to around 78, then to about 83, and then boom, watch it go. Let's see. Got to be careful. And where's it pulling back? To the 13. And there's my line. There's my trend. And there's my 13 right there. That's where you want the pullback to, right there. Pull back and spring forward. And hopefully it'll bring us to the next. But you got to be careful. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. You have to try to think like the billionaire that's now probably pushing about 100,000 shares right now. It's not much more than that because we're not seeing a lot. So somebody's manipulating, but not big manipulation at this point. So you got to try to think like them. What are they doing? What are they trying to do? Remember, they're trying to make money for them. You're just on their coattails. How can you think like them? That's the idea. If you can outthink them and think like them, then you'll be the one that makes the money. If you don't outthink them or think like them, then you're going to lose money. All right, deck this morning. So, does this make sense to you people? Does the stock market manipulation mean anything? Look it up. Put it on Google. There's several meanings for it. But you're talking about a stock that's the most heavily manipulated. There's your 78. I told you it pulled back to around 421.78. It pulled back even a little lower. It went a little bit lower. I think 75, 74. I'm not sure. 77, 75. I saw 75, 70, 76. Somewhere around there. I don't know if I saw 74. Yeah, this is good. As long as it holds this position, it'll spring forward. Pull back. The further it pulls back, the further it'll spring forward. They don't have enough to push where they want it. So now it's got to build that up again. But if it doesn't, where will it pull back to? And you know what? That's what you got to worry about. Because now, let's bring this to about 3 minutes. And then let's look how far back look how far we've come. So you got here. 419, we're not there yet. Right there. There was support there at 419.85. So say 420 right there. 420. There it is. 420.16. So you had a lot of support right there. All right. Support, old support, new resistance. All right. And let's see, right there. What do we got? 421.09. So for right now, we have to worry about it holding over 421.50. 421.75, and it's doing exactly what I said. Pull back to around 78, and then it'll spring forward even further. The further back it pulls back, the better of a chance it has going forward. Like I always tell you with the bow and arrow, if you take a bow and arrow and you pull it back and you let go, your arrow goes so far. But if you pull it all the ways back and then you let go, it'll go back even further. It's the same kind of principle. Does this make sense? Anybody here? Anybody? Anybody home? Knock, knock. No one knocking on the door. Someone ringing the bell. Put on the light. There you go. That light always turns off on me. Can't see the keyboards. What's going to happen? Anybody speculating what's going to happen? Do I have any sound coming out? Or am I talking to myself? I don't know if you guys hear me or not. I can't get one peep out of you guys. Where are all the peeps in here? I can't even put it any louder. Hello? 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 Let's see something. Hello? Hello? How about now? Is that too loud? Too loud? Better. Better. Okay. There's a button up there. You hear me? All right, Sean. Thank you. I can't get anybody to talk to me. I'm all alone. If I'm all alone, I'm going to go. I got work in my other bedroom. I got so much stuff. I got merchandise up the gazoo. Long forever. I saw you. Working. Good girl. Thank you again, by the way. I wonder what happened to the other Sean. Anybody know Sean Worrell? Sean Worrell used to do a streamer, and he would come on every day after 4 o'clock, and he would go over his day. And he's such a cool guy. Actually, Deck grew up with him. They're best of friends. and I think he's an accountant. I'm not sure. He's also a musician. He does. I'm not sure if he's in the band itself or he does. I did talk to him once. I have his number. I haven't called him in a while, but great guy. We had some really good people here. I miss Tim. Tim ZZZ. Anybody ever see Tim Z? What's it? Tim Z? I haven't seen him in a while. I don't think he's in here anymore. No, I don't see his name. I have to go up to Deck's room and see if I look in users. Let's see if he's still a member. He's actually a rocker. I hope he's going back to the music business. Here we go. 422.18. I told you. I told you guys. Nobody listens to me. Let's see. Tim. No, he's not in here anymore. Wow. Tim's gone. All right. Oh, well. Tim's gone. Sorry to hear that. Tim Z. Such a great guy. Such a great guy. There's a lot of great people in here. There really is. A lot of good people. Okay. See the brown? Look at all the colors long forever. See the brown up there? People keep asking what it means. I need you to come in and jump in for me. You probably know the program better than I do at this point. 422.18, and now we're holding solid over 422. That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And if we can get that, then right now, let's say we got a lot of resistance at 422.15. We want to see that thing pop. I want to see it pop just one time so I can say, you know what? I told you there was an upper target up there and we freaking hit it. I just want to see it hit. Then I'll say goodnight. We got another hour. Deck should be on 2:30. Deck comes on, I'm leaving. I'm not competing with him. Why? Because he can't compete with me. He needs to take my active steps course. What do you think, folks? Should we get him to take the active steps course? You think it will help him? Pick trend. Better trending. How can I always pick the trend right direction most of the time? You don't like what? You don't like that. You don't like what? Oh, I know. I'm totally different than him. But he taught me how to trade. I really did learn how to trade from him. And then I learned what not to do. Okay? When you start doing things and you start getting successful, you know what? From people who taught you how to be successful, you see where they go off. You know what? Somebody said yesterday, and I totally agree with them. And they said, I see Deck say certain things about options, and he's wrong. He's just wrong. Okay, and I wish he wouldn't say it. Okay, and he's a great trader, and he knows how to do options. But he says he brings terms, and he's trying to teach something that he doesn't always know 100%. But Deck had a strong point, and I watched him go from he never did anything but go long. Then he finally learned how to short stocks. Then he learned how to do options. But you know where he was the most successful? At shorting stocks. I've never seen anybody come in here and be as successful as Deck guys at, who's leaving? Not leaving yet. I said I'm leaving when Deck comes back on. But no, I'm here right now. I'm just trying to say I've seen Deck where he knows how to buy the stocks in the morning at the right time always, because you have to pay for your shorts, and he's just so good at it. And when you have something that you're so good at it, and you're in a market that was dropping, I don't know why he went anywhere else. You stay where you're strong. It's not about what you want to do. It's about where your strongest point. Everybody's different. Everybody has different strong points. By the way, Tesla just hit a new high at 208.38. And what do you think is going to happen here with the SPY? So I'm going to put this, and it's going to that upper VWAP on there too. So I'm going to put that up right now to 208. I'm going to say 45 is your resistance point for that, and then your support is going to be at about 207.75 will be your support. It's actually good. I think it might be it's perfect actually. It's perfect. What I just called is perfect. 207.75 and 208.45. It's going to hit it. It's going to hit it. It keeps going up. And I think this will too, possibly. As long as we can hold over 422 now and not come back below, we need to hold this area. Leaving, I'm leaving on a jet plane and I ain't never coming back again. I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, baby, I hate to see you go. All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Remember that? Only some of you remember that. Losing my voice. I need a drop in my eye. Hold on. I need to put a drop in my eye's closing. Don't know. All right. These things are very expensive. One package. Let's see. I have to figure out what these things cost. Let's see if there's a drop in here. I may have one drop. I think I do. Oh, perfect. There was one drop left. I sometimes try to get 3 drops out of each. Yeah. Okay, I got that one. Oh my God. It was $225 delivered, divided by, I think it was 45 packages. It's $5. Each one of these packages is $5. And there's 2 drops in each one. I get 3 out of them for one eye. I can't see without a drop in my eye. My eye, I have what's called lazy eye. The surgery is about 20 grand, and it's cosmetic, so there's no insurance. So it's cheaper to do the drops for the rest of my life. One drop will last you 8 hours, and it's the same stuff that they put in nose drops. And nose drops is $4 for a big bottle, and this is freaking $5 for 3 drops. They are. They got us by the drop. It's called what's the? If you look, I looked it up. It's like well, it's ophthalmic solution, but what's in here? Bridgewater, New Jersey. I want to call them up and complain. It has hydrochloride. It says oxymethylene hydrochloride, less than 0.1%. Okay, that's it. And I found nose drops with the exact same thing, and it's like next to nothing. But because it goes in the eye instead of the eyes, instead of the actual nose, it costs like 10 times the amount of money. Crazy. 42222. Look at that number. 42222. That's an odd number. No, it's an even number. They got us by our Fibonacci arcs. I can't believe you said that. She loves her Fibonacci arcs. Long forever. I didn't make any plays today. I haven't traded in a couple of weeks. But I'm still here for you guys. So I'm right on the spot. I'm Johnny on the spot. I've been calling out alerts for the last 3-4 weeks. I haven't traded since I got, my wife got COVID and I was really sick. But I'm waiting until Deck comes up with the new software in a couple of weeks. But I'll still be here to make the calls. I've been trading straight. I haven't taken a break in like 5 years. So I'm taking a break. Sometimes you just, you know what? I need a break. I'm sleeping a little later. I'm enjoying my life a little more. And I'm still here for you guys, you know. I take my 200 and I don't pass go. And if anybody needs me for one-on-one, I'm here for you. You know what I mean? We'll set up a time. And I did, like Long Forever will tell you, we spent a couple hours together. Juan, a couple weeks ago, we spent 3 hours together, or 2 hours together. So, you know, it's a good time. These people are getting a lot out of it. And I make sure of it. You get burned out. I'm not burnt out, but I got burnt out. My back hurts. I need surgery and I've been putting it off. Now I got to go for colonoscopy. I've been putting that off for 10 years. I had one. I swore I'd never do it again. Actually, I had a doctor. He was gay, and this guy was so good. I trusted him with my ass. I hate to say that, but I did. I love this guy. His name was Dr. Brust from Holy Cross Hospital. And he left. He's in Vegas. I tracked him down. He's in Vegas. So maybe I can go to Vegas and get my ass done, you know? And then while I'm there, I can do a little gambling. I trusted this guy. He was the only one I trusted. And when he left, I said, I'm not doing another one. I just really liked him. I asked him, I said, Dr. Brust, he was a young guy too, in his 30s. Good looking guy, gay. I said to him, let me ask you a question. Why would you want to go and do this kind of surgery, go in a guy's, like a human being's butt? And he goes, let me tell you something. He goes, I always wanted to be a surgeon, but I really didn't want to be more than 15, 20 minutes on my feet for each surgery. And that's what doing this is. He goes, and when I get someone's ass, it's so clean that when I put that scope up there, it's not like you think. It's totally clean in there because they spent a whole day before getting rid of all the shit that's inside of them. It's a nightmare what you go through to clean yourself out for a whole day. So you have to be totally clean and pure like a baby in the next morning. So he told me straight out. I liked it. I talked to the guy. Went to his office. I met him one time. I went in, and then I met him when he did the surgery. Saw him on the follow-up, and I never seen him again. But I would have gone back, but he left. I don't know why. He went to Vegas. I finally tracked him. But I trusted that guy. And the reason I stopped is my cousin went to a very good hospital in Boca, and he had a colonoscopy, and they nicked his ass inside, and he got peritonitis, and he almost died. And that's when I said, I ain't doing this again. I'm done. No more colonoscopy. But when you get over 50, you really, and I had a polyp the first time, you got to check. What's my upper target is 50, is $422.50. I originally was shooting for the upper VWAP, but it came back down. That went up, and this came, so I said 422.50. 422.45. I got close. I called that back here, right about here earlier. When we first got into the consolidation, I called that, and I told you because the reason was because we were bullish. We were above the 13. We were above the VWAP. I thought there was more of a chance of things going up and down. And I'm watching Tesla, and Tesla's going up, up, up. Look at Tesla, folks. Okay, I'll probably do this and it'll go up while we're not looking. But look at Tesla for a second. All right, look at Tesla. This thing, look, it just keeps rocking. So if you're in a call on Tesla, I don't know to tell you now, but let's just make this 50. Let's just make it 208.50. Bing, bing, bing. And then support would be, I've got this down at 75. I'm going to make it $1. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to leave it alone. Leave it alone. See, we're starting to push. So your next one's going to be 75. That's your next step. So just bring it to the 75. Let's see if we can get there. Probably not. 65 right now, but I'm going to move it a little higher. There's 68. All right. So you can see Tesla's been just rocking. Why? Any reason? Anybody know? I haven't read any of the news. 211 had news. A few minutes. Christie and Pence enter the race. I don't think either one of them has a chance, by the way. Neither one of them. I really like. I always like Christie as a person. I don't care for Pence at all. And I'll tell you who I did like, but I don't think he has a chance either. Was Pompeo. He was actually the head of the CIA, just like Bush was. He was the Secretary of State, and he was a damn good one under Trump. And I thought he would make I think he probably learned a lot under Trump. And he's younger. He lost 100 pounds. He looks great. I think he would have made a good president. Got a good person, stable personality. Very stable. And that's what we need. I like DeSantis. He's good for Florida. I don't think he's ready to be our president yet. No matter what he says. I think he's made some big mistakes with Disney World. I think he made it very personal. And that needs to stay out of politics, personal. I'm not saying I don't agree with some of the things he's done, but I don't agree with all the things he's done. And I just don't like his attitude as far as because it's a personal, he's made it very personal. And that's wrong. When you're a politician, you do what's right for the people that hired you, not what you want to do. That's wrong. I don't see it that way. That's my opinion. Oh, I thought I put it back. I'm sorry. Let's put this back on the SPY. I don't want to miss it. 422. I got to put this back down a little bit. I'm going to activate this. And I'm going to just put it right under the 13. Right there. I'll go above. Right there. always want the 13 because the 13 is your pullback. And if you put this right on the other side of the 13 all the time, instead of to the candlestick, then if it pulls back and it goes a little below, that'll be your mark. That'll end as a support line. Though this is our support, that is also a support in the channel. And I don't have a top channel because it would be straight across. If you look at this, I'm using the resistance line instead of this. It does show that we're about to, it's a slight upscale, okay? So if I was to do it, you'll see, I would take it from here, all right? That would be the active step from here, and then do it to there, where we are right now. It's a slight step up, but again, it's so close to being straight, I left it out, and I still have this one in here. That's my daily, so if I want to extreme it to the right, you see it? But that still leaves us in a parallel at this point. There's no squeeze coming, and that's why you haven't seen one. There is no squeeze at this point. Not with the active steps and the way I do it. I don't see any squeeze. I just see it continuously doing what it's doing. It's consolidating, but it's still building higher lows very slowly. If you look from here to here, coming back down, it's going up. The lows, you see the lows across? They're getting higher. The lows are getting higher. So it is building up a little higher, and each time it comes back, it's holding a little higher. So right now we're holding. We got really more support at 422, but I've left it, I think, at 75 just in case of a big pullback. What do I got here? Actually, maybe too low. It is. Let's go bring this up to 50 for right now. Let's see how it looks. It's either 50 or 75. It could be 75. But like I said, it's going to be so narrow of a channel. Just have to keep an eye on it. It's probably really closer to the 75, but I'm going to leave the 50. Hopefully, I'll get my throat back. Do you have any sources of income? Do I? Yeah. I own real estate. I own 2 houses. I used to own 4 homes, 2 rentals. I got rid of them. I'm too old for that. I don't have the time or the energy, and I'm here all the time. So I own my condo. I have another house that's paid for in Deerfield Beach with my son. Also, I have a wife that still works, makes a good living. She's an occupational therapist. She's got a master's degree, and she works full time still. And I also get Social Security. I've been on disability from the government since I'm 57. So that's 20 years of disability. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 years. 10 years of disability. Don't make myself older than I am. And I'm still crushing it according to Deck. Deck, we're going to have to talk if you're here. You made C Money very unhappy. He says you never call him to go golfing. C Money. Is Deck here? He says, no, he left already. See? He jumps in, he jumps out. I don't know that Superman. Who's that? I remember George Reeves. George and Steve. One was Hercules, the 2 brothers. One was Hercules, the original, and one was Superman. There's a song, I love this song by Gone West, and they're outside on a porch singing, and they talk about Superman's kryptonite. Yesterday is Superman's kryptonite. Great song. Great song. Let's see if I can find it. I can't really play it for you, but let's see, what do I have it? Gone West, Never Getting Over You. Never Getting Over You. Love that song. I play it over and over and over. But there's another one where they talk about Superman's kryptonite. Love that song. Anybody like Gone West? They're in Tennessee. They're still making music. The original girl from Gone West, unbelievable. What a talent. What a voice. She had such control of her voice. I love good music. That's why when I hear this mechanical bullshit, I just don't have an ear for it. I'm not saying it's all bad. I like some of it, but I'd rather listen to some good Christian music or some good country music. Or my boy. I like Keith Urban. That's my guy. Brad Paisley, Keith Urban, Toby Keith. I like them all, but I like Keith Urban. He's my favorite. And I've seen him in concert. I've seen a lot of them in concert. He gives the best show. I like that song with Jason Aldean and what's her name? The girl. Hold on, let me think. What is her name? Carrie Underwood. They do that song called "If I Didn't Love You" with Carrie Underwood. What a voice! I love the two of them together. That was a really good song. I listen to music all day long, and if I'm not, I'm playing it on my guitar while it gently weeps. Every now and then I pull it out for you guys. Is Deck back yet? Let's see. He's not there yet. No. No, he's not there. He's not there. It's 226. I don't know if he's coming back. I think he lost enough money. He's too scared to get out there. AK, is he still there? So it's just me? He's gone already. Funny. They can't keep up with me. They can't keep up with me. Can they? Can you? Mary Diabetes. I am using the TTM from TOS and it's great. Thank you. You are so welcome. I'm glad you're using TTM from TOS. If you ever want to get with me through Tradecaster, I can help you with the Pro. Who else came into? New subscriber, 1,000,001 table, 8 minutes ago. Thank you. I got me a new one. So that should be 687 now. Let's see, 687? Yep, 687. 687 subscribers. Can I get another subscriber here in Tradecaster? Come on, guys. There's somebody here who's not subscribed. Somebody to lean on. Come on. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. Go to the lobby and subscribe. If it's in white, you need to subscribe. If it's in black, you're already. Just go to the lobby and subscribe to Active Trader. I've got so far 686 subscribers. I want to see this thing go already. Once it hits that upper target, I'm gone. Then I could say I gave you one good one for the day. This was a very hard day to predict anything, and I got really close so far. I mean, I've gotten closer than this, but I think it was a good call with all that consolidation that it didn't pull back yet. We could see it at 3 hour, maybe at power hour. Could see it. Listen, nobody else is live, and I only got 46 people. Where is everybody anyway? Hanging in Deck's room? That's it. I guess Deck's not coming back. It's already 2:29. Fridays have been huge days. Afternoon review. Oh, it does. 2:30. He is coming back. All right. If Deck's coming back right now at 2:30 or a couple of minutes, then I'm gonna bear out. I got work to do around here. I keep an eye on this for one good hit today at Power Hour. So remember, folks, that your Power Hour is going to be at 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. Watch Power Hour. Power Hour. For Spike on Spike. We want to see if we can hit. I'm not saying it's going to. It's 50-50. 50-50. That's what I say. 50-50. And oh, I put that in his room. I meant to put it in my room. Okay. 50-50 that it's going to hit. Keep an eye out for it. There you go. I put it in here too. And Deck is on his way back in for a commentary. And let's see, morning. Okay. There we go. Deck's coming in. Still waiting. This is like, there it goes. There's a pullback. I don't like that. Still could get that spike. We'll see. Okay. Anybody got any questions before I say good night? Just got to watch it and see what happens. It's still in that same channel. It doesn't mean it's over yet just because it pulled back below 421. Just going to have to wait and see a few more minutes. Still above that 13. As long as we stay above that 13, as long as we stay this close, anything can happen. Really. And FinViz, one more look. We've got the Dow 193, 173, strong on the NASDAQ and very strong in the S&Ps. All right, and that's that. Okay. I'm going to leave this up for a little bit. And let's see, is he in yet? What do you call not watching? What's he doing? I don't know if his, I don't know if this is working. Lebanito. He's getting crazy again. No volume. Okay.
We are back. Let's get ready to rock here, traders. Afternoon is here. I just want to see what type of stocks are moving, what type of hype is going on.
All right. So Deck is live. He is back. My volume was off. That's why I couldn't hear him. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. You all have a great rest of your day. I might be in tomorrow a little bit. I have to go for a blood test at 6:30 in the morning, so that should no effect. I'm going to come in and probably go back to sleep for a little bit, and then I'll get up. If nobody's live, maybe I'll come in for a little bit. All right? So thank you all. See you at Deck's room. Have a good rest of your day, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, and just keep your eye on it. It's not over yet. But be careful right here. I would wait and see what's going on first. All righty. Bye-bye.